Hi, YouTubies. It's me, Zachary Michael. Also, we've had such a silly fun day today on on Twitch. If y'all aren't watching the pre-show, you're only getting half the story over here on the YouTubies. But in the past week or so, I've had a few requests for us to return to tradition. Reject modernity, return to tradition. And tradition on the Zachary Mike channel is watching some white women put some cream cheese into a crock pot and call it a meal. And so that's what we're doing today. We're revisiting one of our favorites, Mandy May, or as you might notice, and I'm stealing this from Colin in chat. As you might notice, her new alter ego, Amanda, the AI generated human she puts into some of her thumbnails. Like, who is that girl? Who is that girl right there? I'm not even sure if this is an actual recipe, like a picture from her own food. You know? Who's that? Who's this girly? Who? That's Amanda. That's not Mandy, that's Amanda. So there's Sammy, Samanda, Mandy, and Amanda now. And you can tell when she suddenly found some kind of new way to generate some thumbnails, because all of her thumbnails used to look like this. This was all of that, and that's her. Those are her. And then all of a sudden, there's this that's kind of similar to these, but it's a little different. And then Amanda appears, and it's like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? So it has been a while. I don't even remember the last time we watched a crock pot video from specifically her. Oh, prediction alert. Jamie, thanks for the bits. Prediction alert. How many recipes will have Badia complete? How many recipes? 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4? And Pandy, thanks so much for the bits as well. Appreciate it. Not the I was shocked clickbait thumbnail title. Well, you know what I was shocked about? Looking at this thumbnail and seeing not Mandy May. Because who is that? And then I'm just like, why are some clearly AI generated? Like this one and this one. But then I would think that this is maybe actually her. No editing right here. I would say that this is maybe actually her. But this is just so clearly. And she listen, I need to tell you, if you want to be a social media content influencer, whoever, whatever, what people, especially on a channel like this, that's about like showcasing recipes you make as a mom, what other moms are looking for is authenticity. What other moms are looking for is, this is a mom I can relate to because she cooks similarly to me. She has a similar background and lifestyle as me. She might even look like me. What she's not interested in here, or what they're probably not interested in here, is like some fake version of you. However, older people love AI, so maybe, for me, it gives inauthentic, which honestly is a lot of her content anyways. Mandy May is very, very interested. No, these Facebook moms love AI. You know, you are kind of a little bit right. I was telling the story recently about how I reactivated Facebook to utilize like marketplace stuff to like find some things, and the number of AI generated images by people on that app is crazy. It's crazy. It's just complete brain rot. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the Maybe I'm in the minority here. I bet Cuck Resin would love these thumbnails. Well, he also utilizes some AI to make a thumbnail, so it is what it is. It is what it is. My aunts love AI videos. Well, I think I've also told the story of, it wasn't this past Christmas, but the one before. I was home, and my mom she was scrolling on her iPad, and she goes, she's on Facebook scrolling, and she goes, ugh, why would anybody make such an ugly Christmas tree? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, they decorated this Christmas tree with frogs. It's so ugly. She showed it to me, and it was like so clearly AI. And I was like, Mom, that's not, like, nobody did that. Nobody did that. That's AI. That's a fake tree. That is not real. That is. And she's like, well, I think it's ugly anyways. I'm like, okay, great. It's not real. It's not real. Nobody did. This doesn't exist. You can think it's ugly all you want, and that's great because it's not real. Nobody did this. Nobody did this. Nobody did this. Anyways, we're gonna watch 4 new easy crockpot recipes that taste amazing. Set it and forget it. Easy crockpot meals. Why does she... Okay, I get the idea. Do y'all remember my wand? I get the idea that she's trying to get the SEO, the search engine optimization going. You already have the words easy crockpot recipes in the title. Why did we repeat it? Why did we repeat it in the title? Oh, what is that? Do you see what I'm saying? Easy crockpot recipes that taste amazing. Set it and forget it. Easy crockpot. Oh, I guess because she wanted to say easy crockpot meals. Girl. Who actually thinks these are... I bet none of them are. I bet we've seen some version of these before, which, to be quite honest with you, is kind of why I stopped reacting to Miss Sammy May. But you know what? I'm happy to check in and see. I would love to be surprised. Not gonna lie, those meatballs look so good. Listen, I love a good ball. I love a good ball. All right, y'all ready? Did I ask for 69s? Hold up, is that Tammy? What is that Tammy video on the side? Some clickbait, I'm sure. 1,000 Pound Sisters Tammy, Slayton caught cheating on TikTok. Shocking details. I'm sure it's clickbait. I've yet to see a single good-looking crockpot video. I'm not gonna lie, I'd eat a lot of the crockpot slop that Miss Mandy May makes, but that's because I'm a big back. And that's because I'm a picky eater, except when it comes to anything that's cheesy.
Happy February. Stew fast, stew furious.
Stew fast, stew furious. Bagel D, thanks so much for 5 months. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, and good news. Even just being a follower now, you should have, as long as you follow my channel, you should have the 69 emotes. You don't have to be a subscriber anymore. I moved them to the follower section, so as long as you're a follower, you should be able to use them here on the YouTubies. All right. She gonna have some bullshit music going. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Do you need some dinner ideas that practically cook themselves? Today I'm sharing 4 easy crockpot recipes that are big on flavor and low on effort.
We've for sure seen her do some kind of roast situation type of deal before.
These meals are perfect for busy weeknights, meal prep, or just whenever you feel like not standing over the stove. Hey y'all, I'm Sammy, and welcome to my kitchen.
Hey!
We are going to go ahead and start this week off with some
Mongolian meatballs. Mongolian meatballs. I wonder what that means to her.
Mongolian meatballs. Now to start, into a small mixing bowl, I have mixed together a cup of soy sauce. We also had about 1 to 2 teaspoons of minced ginger. This is the kind I keep in the fridge. 1 to 2 tablespoons of garlic or jarlic. And then we also...
She's embraced the jarlic. She's embraced the jarlic. People in the chat saying it means soy sauce. I'm gonna Google Mongolian... Well, I suppose it's probably supposed to be like Mongolian beef. Mongolian beef is a popular Chinese-American takeout dish featuring thinly sliced, crispy beef stir-fried in a savory, sweet sauce with garlic, ginger, and scallions. I guess that might be close to what... Because she said she has ginger and garlic and... I guess the soy sauce. Okay.
Put in, I think, 1 cup of brown sugar. I use the light brown sugar, but if you have dark brown, it would be okay too.
So, like, nothing like that. Well, she just added sugar to it, so it's going to be a sweet sauce.
But I thought I hit record on that, but I didn't. I'll have the original recipe linked down below. That way y'all can follow it, just in case the measurements wasn't quite right. But then we're going to add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I did do 2 tablespoons of that right into that mixture, and we'll just go ahead and whisk that together until it is well combined. Once you have that combined and there's no lumps left over from the cornstarch, we'll just go ahead and
my lumps, my lovely lady lumps. Check it out. I met a girl down at the disco. She said, hey, you, let's go. I could be your lady. You could be my honey. Let's spend time, not money. Did y'all ever like the Black Eyed Peas or no?
Set that bowl aside and then prep your crock pot. I'm using a 6-quart crock pot for this. And you just want to make sure you grease that crock pot. That way nothing burns.
You always, I forgot that the reason I say grease is because she's always talking about greasing things. You better grease the shit out of that crock pot.
Or sticks to the side of it. If you have a crock pot liner, you can use that as well.
Okay, good.
But I just went ahead and put a little bit of avocado oil in mine and then just spread it all over the surface. Now I'm going to come in with a 32-ounce bag of the home-style meatballs. Y'all know me before. I don't like the Italian one, so I always buy the home-style. Once you have all those meatballs in there, you'll take your bowl of sauce and just dump that right over the top. Now, you can leave it as is right there, or you can stir it like I'm going to do, just to make sure all those meatballs have a little bit of sauce all over them before I pop the lid on them to cook these on low for...
Honestly, I think I'm going to go on a limb and say that this could be probably the most appetizing. She dropped a lot of balls like Rosie. Yo, I'm itching to do a Rosie video. If y'all didn't watch her her body doubling live, nothing about it was problematic. It was just so silly. It was just so goofy. It was really giving some like old school it was giving some old school Amberlynn Reed nonsense. The like giddiness over her man, the piano music, her attempts at poetry, her also not in the, well, kind of, she addressed it in the live stream, but her talking about mixing up Missouri with Minneapolis and her talking about this undiagnosed dyslexia diagnosis she has. Just fascinating stuff happening with Miss Rosie.
I think it's 4 to 6 hours, or on high for 2 to 4 hours. I chose to cook on low. That is just my preference because I'm at work all day and my crock pot has a delay start on it, so I usually do mine.
I wonder what Miss Mandy May does for work outside of YouTube. I'd be curious. I feel like she's referenced it before, but I don't think she's ever said.
On low for 4 hours. These turned out perfect.
Why are some of them beige and some of them brown? Why do they look unevenly cooked?
So I had just got home and I just wanted to give these a quick stir through, and that sauce does
not Zach diversity. Yeah, I feel like if you're cooking stuff, you don't want it all to be different colors if it's the same thing, right? Especially when it comes to meat. That's just my feelings.
thicken, but if you think you need a little bit more, you could always mix you up about another tablespoon of cornstarch and a tablespoon of water, and pour that slurry right on in there and give it another stir and let that cook while you're getting your rice or whatever sides you want. I served my Mongolian meatballs over some white jasmine rice and some steamed broccoli, and then
that broccoli looking bland as fuck.
I just cut up a few green onions to go right over the top for a little bit more freshness.
Listen, she's working on her cinematography, because look at her just sprinkling them scallions.
Mongolian meatballs over some white jasmine rice and some steamed
Honestly,
broccoli.
though, the fact, and also, let me just say, the fact that there's broccoli, period, is new. That is new for Miss Mandy May.
And then I just cut up a few green onions to go right over the top for a little bit more freshness to it. But y'all, this is packed full of flavor, and it just makes all your taste buds happy. I have so many good recipes using these meatballs. I might have to put together a little video showing you what all.
Girl, I've seen you, and you don't have to put a video together of just you making meatballs. I don't need to see the 12 different ways you put sauce over a frozen meatball, Diva. I've already seen it. I've been watching your channel for a long time.
You can do with frozen meatballs. But this one was winner meatball dinner for sure.
Oh,
y'all have to give this one a try. If you do, let me know down below, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
Take these balls to Pound Town. What are you gonna do with them in Pound Town? Why are we taking them to Pound Town?
I'm part of my YouTube family. Now, moving right along, we're going to make a garlic butter steak bites and taters. I know this ain't a steak. In a way, it could be, I guess, but we're going to use a chuck roast because that's just my.
So why are we calling it? If you know it's not.
Now moving.
If you know it's not a steak, then why are we calling it garlic butter steak bites? Call it garlic butter roast and taters.
Right along, we're going to make a garlic butter steak bites and taters. I know this ain't a steak. In a way, it could be, I guess, but we're going to use a chuck roast because
it could. In a way, it could be. Well, it's not. Well, it simply isn't. It's just simply not the case.
It's just my favorite type of meat to use in the kitchen. So I just got 1 2-pound.
Let me tell you a little bit about my favorite kind of meat to use in the kitchen. This is where my potty mouthpiece is coming out.
Chuck roast right here, and I'm just gonna cut that on up into cubes. This one doesn't have too many, big pieces of the fat through it, so I just cubed it up into like 1-inch pieces, and this made enough for a family of 4. I think it was a 2.5-pound roast actually. But once I had all of those cut up, you want to make sure you season those really, really well because you're going to have a lot of stuff going into the crock pot, and you want to make sure you season in layers. So I'm just going to spread these out, and then we're going to start.
Spread your meat, Mandy. Spread your meat. What does she know about 1-inch pieces? Seems like she knows a lot about it. That meat's going to be leather. Not when you slow cook it.
With our seasonings, I chose to use onion and garlic powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and put both of those all over it. I probably used about a teaspoon each of these.
Okay.
And then once you have those on there, you're going to come in with some Kinder's Cowboy Butter.
Oh, she said Kinder's. She said, y'all, I've left Badia complete behind. We got the Kinder's.
Y'all know I love my Cowboy Butter by Kinder's. I love all of Kinder's seasonings.
I love Cowboy Butter too. Back when I was in college, I did talk to this guy who was, he was like a horse riding champion or something. I'm not even kidding you. Nothing ever happened between us, but I haven't forgotten about his Cowboy Butter. Have you ever been inspired by one of the crock pot meals you've watched here? Well, no. I did one time, Tabitha from, what's her channel name? Southern Wife, Happy Life or something like that. Do y'all remember Tabitha? I think she stopped living in an RV, y'all. You made something Mama Mel made? Did I? I was gonna say, Southern Wife Everyday Life. That's her channel name. She made stick of butter rice once, and we made it on stream once upon a time. I think it was like a reward for like a charity stream or something I did back in the day. It's possible I made something that Mama Mel made. I do remember that now. Because I remember saying, "Oh, I have everything I need to make that. I might just go and make it." But I can't remember what it was. It was something I made in the air fryer. Absolutely. Some sort of burger. I don't know. Bagels? No, I made some bagels that 50 Shades of Mom made once. I don't know. Let it come back to me. I'll think about it. It was a rice dish. Well, there was stick of butter rice that I made. That was from Tabitha.
To be honest, but I chose the cowboy butter because I figured that would go with all the other flavors that we have. So you want to go ahead and make sure you brown these first. That just gives a little bit more flavor.
Sure, but also set it and forget. I mean, I guess she didn't say dump and go. I just hate the concept of a crock pot meal that I can't just dump and go. But she didn't say dump and go, for the record.
It is perfectly fine to go ahead and throw that meat in there as is, but I like to sear it to seal in all the flavor. Plus it, gives it more flavor while it's cooking in the crock pot.
She did say these recipes practically cook themselves. So to that extent, I could argue that that's not the case here. Was it a dessert in the air fryer? No, we might have to return to this. I feel like it was maybe the last time we watched Mama Mel, so maybe I'll just go back and look at it.
So you just want to make sure you...
Do you guys remember that strange video recently where that lady made a peanut butter sauce with their turkey burgers and there was a whole cast there with her? It made me order a PB&J burger at the bar after I saw that. I don't hate that as a concept. The way that woman did it, incorporating the peanut butter, was weirdly.
Sear that meat on all sides. I am doing 2 batches of it here because I didn't want to overcrowd my skillet. But once I have all of those browned nice and even, you don't want to have to cook it through, obviously, because it's going in the crock pot. I just dumped it all into my 6-quart crock pot. I did have it sprayed, of course, because you don't want anything to stick. And some of these little pieces of meat were stubborn. They didn't want to flip over at all.
So stubborn.
But I finally got it all
that
browned
video was
enough.
Nasty. It was gross.
And I just put everything in that crock pot, like I said. And then we're going to take a bag or 2. It depends on how many you need. I'm going to use 2 bags of these little baby potatoes. I think it's a mix of the purple.
I love a purple potato like that.
Reds and yellows. Now the big ones right there, I'm just going to go ahead and quarter those. That way they cook up about the same as the tiny potatoes in the bag.
I love a potato.
And you just want to make sure that you don't leave no big potatoes in there, because some potatoes will be done and then you'll have other ones that are like...
I feel like I have something stuck in my teeth right here. I'm going to have to floss after this. What? Wait, can I tell you? Today is a day where I forgot to take my medicine. I've had people suggest pill boxes, and I have pill boxes. I was at my workout, and my my trainer was asking me about like what new supplements I'd been taking to help with like fatigue and stuff like that. And as he was asking me these questions, it dawned on me I hadn't taken any of my medicine. So I didn't end up taking Adderall because it was like too late in the day. I have extended release Adderall, so if I had taken it when I got home from my workout, then I would be like alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic at like 12 p.m. tonight, and I'm not trying to do all that. But that's kind of like why I feel like maybe I'm all over the place. Because, like, why can't I stop thinking about how it feels like I got something stuck in my teeth? It's, like, irritating my gums. Here we are. Yay!
Like rocks. So next we're gonna add as much garlic as you want. Y'all know I'm a garlic garlic fan.
Fiend.
So I added in about 2 tablespoons of garlic to that.
Every meat recipe, she's always putting these soup packets in there.
You're gonna take 2 packs. The recipe calls for onion soup mix, but I prefer the beefy onion soup mix, so that's why I'm using the beefy onion soup mix. But you can use whatever you have on hand. We'll be fine. And of course, I'm going to add in about another tablespoon of the cowboy butter on top.
Ooh, and
then you'll
garlic
take
and herb.
any kind of garlic butter you want. You can even make your own. But
this is going to be your breath is going to stank after how much garlic she's put in this.
This Land O'Lakes garlic and herb butter. So I ended up the equivalent of a stick. So that's about 8 tablespoons of butter going over the top of that. Put your lid on it and let that cook.
This is going to be rich and stanky.
On low for 6 to 8 hours. I wouldn't advise to cook this on high just because of the chuck roast, but if you were in a pinch, you could do it on high for 2 to 4 hours.
It's kind of making me hungry.
I suggest low and slow on this.
It's kind of
when I got home
from
work, I'm just going to go ahead and give that a good mix through just to make sure everything is well combined.
Actually, the meat is not. I think I'm just hungry. I don't think it has anything to do with her crock pot recipe.
Those seasonings from that onion soup mix and the garlic butter and all of that is well mixed. And you can see how much liquid come off of this. That's why we didn't add any to it. But the meat was perfectly cooked. The potatoes melted in your mouth. And this was just such a great meal. And
love it when they melt in my mouth. I dated someone who was allergic to garlic, and it was a nightmare to eat. Like, oh, that sounds like really hard. How many cows? Girl, I don't want to know.
The only thing I did was to put some sliced white bread on there. You could butter it if you wanted to, but
just plain ass white bread? Sure. Why not?
Butter in the dish. I didn't. I just used that bread to sop up all that yumminess and
sop it up. Jesus is a biscuit. Let him sop you up.
How pretty that is with those purple potatoes. Do I have any purple potato fans out there? Because I absolutely love them.
Shout out to purple potatoes in the chat. Shout out to we got any purple potato fans in the chat? You can't call it a beige plate with those purple potatoes. Tea.
And honestly, you can't go wrong with meat and taters in my household. I don't know about y'all's, but meat and taters is right up there at number 1 for us. And this one definitely hit the spot on a cold winter's night.
I prefer the green potatoes that are in Cindy's video. Absolutely. Now
let's keep the ball rolling with some chicken alfredo soup.
Oh, for some reason that font made it look like Alfredo was spelled weirdly, but it's not. It's just the font. The font's weird.
Ball rolling with some chicken alfredo soup. I was a little leery of this one, but you've definitely got to try it because it was amazing.
Fun fact, meat and taters is what I call men's pee and balls. All right.
And so into a 6-quart sprayed crock pot, I've got 3 large chicken breasts going in. Mine were still a little frozen and it's perfectly fine. We're going to season that with about a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder right over the top. This one was so easy, y'all, but it was so good. And about the same for Italian seasoning. 1 to 2 teaspoons of that go over the top of that chicken. And then we're going to also come in with about 1 to 2 teaspoons of the Kinder's butter.
I feel like I've strayed away from watching some crockpot recipes stuff because also I just get hungry around this time. Like, all I can think about is logging off here and going and eating some dinner. So the struggle is real, y'all. Divas, I'm hungry.
garlic, and herb. And like I said,
Yeah,
all
water.
these recipes are linked down below for y'all's needs. And then we're going to come in with about 1 teaspoon of dried
No
parsley.
padilla.
I've just got the lightly dried parsley. Then you'll add in 2 cans or jars of your favorite Alfredo sauce.
Love a jarred Alfredo sauce. Let's go. Let's go.
Right over the top of that chicken and seasonings. Now, you know, we pay for it, so we're going to use it, right? So once you dump all of those jars in there, we're going to take a carton of chicken broth or chicken stock. You can even make your own. And that's what we're going to fill these jars up with. You're going to take each jar and fill them all the way up to the top. Shake out all of that sauce, y'all. You don't want to leave any of it in there. So just add both of those jars that are filled with the chicken.
My continue, like, words. We really need 2 jars of sauce for dinner for 4 people. Maybe. Maybe. I just always... obviously there's a use and a need for like prepared sauces and things like that for people. The other reason I always struggle with these videos is like, you don't think I could figure out how to make a jar of Alfredo work out? I would be more interested to see her like develop her own Alfredo sauce for this, you know? If I'm making my own chicken broth, I ain't making a recipe like this. Wake that up, Diet Sody. Have we also discussed the just like basket of eggs on her counter? By the way.
Chicken stock to your crock pot. And I did this slowly, that way I didn't disturb any of the seasonings. And if y'all hear anything rustling in the background, Millie is playing. So, and if y'all don't know who Millie is, she is my miniature schnauzer puppy, and she is into everything, but she had to be with her mama. So we are going to go ahead and set that on low and let that cook for about 4 hours. And then when I got home,
that diddleini. Y'all diddling your leanies?
I went ahead and got my little diddleini pasta, but you could use any
Not your little diddleini.
kind of pasta that you had on hand. Note to self, remove your chicken from your crock pot before you add your cup of pasta to it. Don't be like Samantha and dump your pasta in there and then like you got to fish your chicken out and hope you leave the pasta in there. But I went ahead and just pulled it.
That didn't honestly, that didn't seem that complicated. Girl, that didn't. Why? That didn't. That didn't seem that complicated.
That chicken on out, slice that up or shredded it, whatever you wanted to do to it. Add that back into your crock pot with all that broth and your pasta, and then you'll give it a good stir once you add in 1 cup. And I think I have like 5 or 6 ounces of Parmesan cheese. I just dumped that right into that crock pot. Now you'll give this a good stir together. Once everything is well combined, you will add your...
You know what? She hasn't said mo cheese, mo better. She really has changed. Y'all, she's so different. AI has changed her.
Lid back to your crock pot and let that cook for about another 30 minutes. Now, I did bump this up to high when I did that, but it's just because I wanted to make sure those noodles get cooked. And as you can see here, they cooked perfectly.
Can I
see love the little diddleini pastas. Y'all have to
loves a little diddleini.
let me know below if y'all have ever had that. They are so good. They are really good to make like macaroni salad out of or some kind of a pasta salad, but they are amazing in these soups. Okay. I'm telling y'all, you have to give this one a try if you're looking for...
It does just look like soupy Alfredo, which I get it, it's a soup, but I would rather just have Alfredo. Also, I would still eat this. It's a soup. Yeah, she intended for it to be a soup. Yeah, that's why she added the chicken broth and watered it down. Yeah, it's a soup. It is a soup.
A different kind of soup to make in the winter. This one definitely hits the spot. It is so good and packed plumb full of flavor. and the whole family enjoyed it. So that is a win-win for me.
It is unfortunate because I feel like the best part of an Alfredo sauce is that it's like saucy, that it's like creamy. So that is a little weirdly to me.
Now let's keep the ball rolling for all these new crock pot recipes with some meatballs and tortellini. This was used by a different recipe, or come about from a different recipe. I just changed it up a little bit, but the original one's going to be linked down below. So into a sprayed 6-quart crock pot, I'm going to start out with 1 bag of frozen meatballs right in there. You're going to take your favorite pasta sauce. I'm using the Ragu traditional sauce, and I'm just going to pour that right over the frozen meatballs as is. Then you'll
Girl, this just isn't a recipe. It's not a recipe to take frozen meatballs, pour two different kinds of jarred sauces, and then add tortellini. It just isn't. I mean, it's a recipe in the sense that, like, you are making a meal that you and your family can eat. But, like, to put it in a video, this is my thing. You need to be more impressed by meal cooking itself. Well, this is I will give her that. This is probably the first meal that's actually gonna cook itself, that doesn't involve 12 other steps outside of the crock pot. But yeah, she is dumping and going.
set your jar aside because you don't want to waste any of it, right? We're going to add in 1 jar of your favorite Alfredo sauce. And I know all the measurements in these are going to be different, so whatever kind you have will be just fine. You'll take just a little bit of water in each of these jars, and I'm going to put what I used in the Alfredo jar, I'm going to dump right into that spaghetti jar sauce.
Sure. Why not?
And give that a shake too, because we don't want to leave any of that yumminess behind. You pay for it, you might as well use it, correct? So dump that right on in there, and y'all know I'm going to add in some garlic because you got to.
You have to. Your only option is garlic.
We put in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the minced garlic. We're going to add in some Kinder's caramelized onion butter.
She has left that Badia complete behind.
Y'all know I like my seasonings, along with some Kinder's buttery garlic and herb going right over the top. You gotta season your food, peoples. You got to. If you don't like those seasonings, use whatever you want to, but I just pop the lid on that and let that cook on low.
Some things never change. And I know this is less to do with Miss Mandy May and more to do with the people in her comments. But I love when these girlies are like, it doesn't matter what seasonings you use. I'm using this, but and she's saying that because somebody's in there in the comments saying, well, I would have used such and such. I would have used Badia complete. So she's got to talk to Linda and Nancy in the comments and let them know that they're welcome to use whatever seasoning they want. I feel like she just puts so much garlic and Kinder's in to cover the crappy jarred sauce. I mean, I'm sure that's part of it.
For about 4 hours. Now, I'm just showing you what I'm going to use as far as the tortellini goes. I have 1 bag of the dried tortellini and 1 bag of the frozen cheese tortellini. So we're going to use both of these because I didn't have enough pasta to use just the 1 bag of frozen. So if you're going to make this...
Yummy! Look at that! Look at that!
Make sure you get a big bag of the frozen tortellini instead of the small one like I had. But
okay, it looks better when she
So once that timer was up, we're just going to come in and give the meatballs and all that sauce a stir and make sure that
looks like little buttholes really adds to the C diff aesthetic. You are what I guess what should I have expected from somebody named Rimjob Sharp?
Meatballs are cooked all the way through or heated up all the way through because they're already cooked, but you want to make sure they're warm. So I went ahead and made the first bag of the frozen tortellini and gave that a stir in there while the dried tortellini was cooking. There's just about a minute or two time.
Wait, she's using both frozen and dried tortellini both? I'm sure she already said that, but it's just now dawning on me that that's gonna probably be like some different textures. Certainly, yeah?
Difference in those. So I had to cook them separately, but that's okay. So when I had the frozen tortellini stirred in there, I just put the lid on there and just waited for the other tortellini to be done. And I'm only going to use about half of that bag. I saved the other part of those tortellinis for my lunch the next day, and I just put some garlic butter and Parmesan on them. Okay. Those were really good for lunch. But once you have all of the tortellini in there, give that a good stir together just to make sure everything is covered in that delicious sauce. To serve it up, I sprinkled a little bit of Parmesan cheese over the top and some parsley. And then I served it up with some toasted garlic bread. Y'all, this was so good. Hungry. You have to give this one a try if you're looking for something simple and easy, but that will please your entire family. This one,
I think Mandy could open a restaurant. Could you imagine a restaurant that the theme is just like all crock pot meals? I feel like that'd be a very difficult, like you'd probably have to get like industrial size crock pots to be able to like staff to like have the inventory to like keep it going all day. Can we get fresh from scratch crock pot recipe next? Well, certainly not from Miss Mandy May. I ain't never seen her. I probably have seen her like once or twice use a fresh piece of produce in her meals.
One is definitely it. And yet another way to use a bag of frozen meatballs. Is that not crazy? So simple, but it tastes like you sat there and made it all yourself. Thanks for joining, y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. From my heart to yours, I love you. If you are in need of prayer, please let me know down below, and I would be honored to pray for y'all. Until next time, bye.
Well, we still have some more time. Y'all want to see some game day snacks?
Planning a Super Bowl get together and need some easy appetizers? Keep watching.
See, this is standard. This is standard Mandy. We didn't even see Miss Mandy May in the last video. Justice for Sandra Lee. She did affordable meals so much better. I feel that. A little bit.
I've got 4 fantastic, sure to please your crowd for the game day festivities. Let's get cooking, y'all.
All right, so whatever chips you want. I like these tortillas.
Tortillas? Y'all like tortillas? Tortillas, queen. I'm so annoying.
Then you're going to need some shredded rotisserie chicken.
Oh, okay.
Some shredded cheddar cheese.
Sure.
A block of cream cheese.
Yeah.
Some mild. This is wing sauce. They substituted. I've never had this before. So I hope it makes a good buffalo chicken dip. Because
I'm sure it'll be fine.
They did not give me my buffalo sauce. But anyways.
Love's gonna
I got
find
some homemade
a way.
ranch. Some Texas Pete hot sauce. That's everything.
Girl, I ain't never seen a recipe to make buffalo chicken dip. This is so original. This is so new to me as a concept. Okay.
Everything you're gonna need for that.
I might not last very long in this. Oh, prediction incoming. Will she say squirt? Jamie, thanks for the bits. Will she say squirt? Squirt, 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 squirt.
For the meatballs, it's pretty simple. A bag of frozen meatballs, some grape jelly, and
I've
some
seen this
chili
before.
sauce. That's all you'll need for that. You just put those on. I only have like a half a bag, so I'll probably only use half and half of that.
Okay.
Pizza dip, I've got the baguette already cut up into little medallions there. We will need some pizza sauce.
Sure.
Some cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, some sliced pepperoni, and of course this is the garlic and herb butter for
of course
the little
Of
pizza
course.
bread slices. And then bacon wrapped water chestnuts. I'm only going to use 1 can since it's...
Wait, no, that's a new concept to me. Bacon wrapped water chestnuts? That's that's a fascinating recipe I would like to know more about. That's an old recipe. I mean, I've heard about bacon wrapped. Bacon wrapped dates, bacon wrapped all kinds of things. I ain't never seen a water chestnut wrapped in wrapped in a bacon.
Just us, and I'm not taking them anywhere. So you'll need a whole can of the whole water chestnuts, and then bacon of your choice. I've just got the thick cut, real wood, smoked hickory
what do you know about
bacon.
thick cut? Wrapped in dick and cock, and it was my birthday. No, I don't think anybody said that.
Since this is thick cut, we'll probably cut those in half and use that. So I'll probably only use about a half a pack for that, since I'm only going to do 1 can. But that is everything. Now I'm going to go ahead and get to making these.
Oh, after all of that, we still have...
All right, y'all. So to start off, we're going to take some frozen meatballs. I had about a half a bag, and I'm just going to put them into a pot, and we're going to take about a half a bottle each of the grape jelly and chili sauce. You can use any brand or anything that you have on hand, or if you want to change it up, that's quite fine.
What is that noise? What are those noises? What were those noises?
This is just my recipe that I use, and it's never failed me. They are delicious, and I'm sure you've probably heard of them before, but pretty much you just dump everything into 1 pan. You give it
Grape jelly and chili sauce. Grape jelly and mixing it with stuff is I don't know where y'all are from, but it's a very classic Midwestern standard. I think I've seen more people mix like grape jelly and barbecue sauce. But I have heard of like mixing it with chili sauce. It's good. Listen, I hate to tell y'all, but it's good. It's good. It's good. And sometimes you'll do the same thing, but you'll have little Smokies wieners, little weenies. I fear it's good. I hate to break it to you. It's good.
it a good stir, put that lid on it, and come back and check them every once in a while just to make sure they're not sticking, but they'll...
So bacon wrapped water chestnuts is bad, but mixing from grape ash jelly and whatever the heck is fine. Okay, first of all, I never said that bacon wrapped water chestnuts was bad. I just said I ain't never heard of it before. Okay, alright. I just said I ain't never heard of it.
Be ready in a jip.
Ready in a who?
Once in a while, just to make sure they're not sticking, but they'll be ready in a jip.
Oh, that's not... I think she meant ready in a jiff. Like in a jiffy. I don't think that's what she thought it was. I don't think that's what she thought it was. Alright.
Our buffalo chicken dip right here. So in a bowl, I just have a block of cream cheese. I heated it up in the microwave for just a little bit, and I took some rotisserie chicken, shredded it up here in my little food chopper just to get it into some bite-sized pieces. That way the dip mixes easier. So once you have all of your...
So for the people asking in the chat, how she said it is short for the word gypsy, which is Romani people, a slur for Romani people, okay? And oftentimes I think in American culture, people will say, oh, I got you know, and so I think she just confused the word. Yeah, it's like a way that people talked about getting ripped off, but instead of the R, it's a J. Yeah. I've never heard anyone's say. Yeah, I think she misspoke, but it just caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. I don't think that's what she meant to say.
Chicken in the bowl. This is when you start adding in all the yumminess, and make sure you get all that chicken out too, because you don't want to waste it. Trust me on this. But we'll go ahead and start adding in everything else. All right, so I've gotten everything in here. I'm just going to start by stirring that cream cheese.
Why does... Sorry, I got distracted by the the conversation about what she did or didn't say. Why did she grind up the chicken to be the texture of sand?
Chicken together just to make it a little bit more smoother before you start adding in all your buffalo sauce, hot sauce, and your ranch dressing. Comes together pretty quick. Like I said, I'll have all the measurements below because I just kind of go by taste on this one, and you might want to too. But you stir all of that together, and then we're going to add in the buffalo sauce first, however spicy you want it or how non-spicy you want it. Depends on your taste, so you just taste it as you go. I'm going to dump in a little bit of hot sauce in there. I probably did about a cup of the buffalo, about a quarter cup of hot sauce, and about a quarter cup of ranch, and then lots of cheese, because you got to have lots of cheese here.
Mo cheese,
but it's
mo better.
Very simple to make. You just dump it all in a bowl, stir it all together, and then once you get it to how you like it, that's when you'll go ahead and put it on into your baking dish, and then you bake it at 375 to 400 degrees, depending on your oven, for anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes, depending on the size of your baking dish too. Mine's just a little guy here, but that's all we needed because it was just us four, and it does last a couple days.
Who doesn't know how to make buffalo dip? I don't know, but also I'm surprised she isn't making it in the crock pot. I used to make buffalo dip in my crock pot all the time. I used to just keep my fridge stocked with buffalo chicken dip because I loved it so much. That was back when I was doing the little keto diet situation, and I would have buffalo dip and like pork rinds.
Unless you have a son like I do who loves this stuff, and it's gone in no time. But I just top it with cheese, bake it in the oven till it's done.
Okay. Do we think she watched the Bad Bunny halftime show or the Kid Rock halftime show? I would prefer not to know the answer right now. Is what I would like to say.
Next one is an all-time favorite. Get you a baking dish, get you a block of cream cheese, and use the best tools God ever gave you, which were your hands. If it
we're just smashing the cream cheese with our hands.
Bothers you, I'm sorry, but it's my house, and I'm going to cook the way I want to.
Okay, work.
But I just mashed it on into that baking dish, smoothed it on out. It's just one block because this is a little dish. Then you want to top it with your favorite pizza sauce of choice. Give that a good swirl, make it all even. You'll top it with some mozzarella cheese. And then, of course, that's when you'll put your pepperoni, your Parmesan, and your Italian seasoning on top right here. Once you get that all layered together, it'll go into the same oven as the buffalo chicken.
I make pizza dip, and that's not how I do it. You're supposed to mix Italian seasoning and stuff into the cream cheese. I do think that would probably be better. Missouri cheese. Wilma, do you also never mind. Never mind.
Dip. So just depending on your time, anywhere from 350 to 375 until it's nice golden brown and bubbly, and you'll serve it up with some bread. You'll see me make it here in just a second. I just put the
y'all ready to have the bubble guts? All you IBS baddies out there, you ready to get the bubble guts?
The Lake's garlic and herb butter on them little slices of bread right there. And oh my goodness, y'all, this is probably one of my absolute favorites. Quick, simple, and easy. You cannot beat it.
You can't. As an IBS baddie, I would still eat it. Good for you. Don't let a little IBS keep you from enjoying dairy. Honestly. Like, eat your shit. Now, this is not what I anticipated the bacon-wrapped water chestnuts looking like. That is not what I thought that they would look like.
And last but not least, y'all, we got to make these bacon wrapped water chestnuts. So I started out here with some bacon.
Not looks like Run Job Shark, why do you keep bringing up C. diff?
Just cut those into little bitty strips because this is thick cut. You'll take each water chestnut, they're whole water chestnuts, wrap them little babies in some bacon.
Wrap them on up.
And I'm going to tell you, if you like crunchy and salty and a little bit of sweet and everything else, you'll want to try this one.
Sure.
But I'll just go ahead and wrap all of these in the bacon. You'll see here in a little bit.
I love a raping back. Oh my God! A bacon wrapped day. Oh my. I think it's time to log off. I think it's time. I'm mixing up all of the first letters of words. I'm mixing. Y'all know. I was trying to say bacon wrapped date, but I mixed all the little. That's a thing people do. You know. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. Jesus. Yeah, a spoonerism. Not a Freudian slip, a spoonerism. A spoonerism. You know, it's like when you mix up Missouri for Minnesota, you know?
I did end up using both cans, and I had some plain, which that's fine. They'll still cook just as good. You'll still have that bacon flavor along with the dressing or the topping, glaze, whatever you want to call it. So you'll start out with about a cup of brown sugar.
X's and Mary. I forgot about her saying that. X's and Mary.
And about a cup of mayonnaise in the other half of that jar, that chili sauce, and some Worcestershire right here. You'll mix all of that together because you're just wanting to glaze these bacon wrapped water chestnuts. Once you do, you pour that, it's kind of like a barbecue sauce type thing. You'll just pour that on over these, and then you'll put them in the oven as well, 350 to 375, until that bacon is cooked all the way through. And now I'm just showing you everything right here. There's the pizza dip, the buffalo dip right there.
I'm up glazing my nuts.
Y'all, these were so good. And, of course, those meatballs. And you'll see the bacon-wrapped water chestnuts here in just a minute. But all of these were so good and so delicious. Now, I did put these underneath a broiler here for a little bit. And y'all can see it got a little bit darker than what I would have liked. But they still tasted just as good. And it really did hit the spot. And I love every single one of these. And I hope you all give them a try. If you do, let me know in the comments.
I'm worried that that bacon is soft. I'm worried that the bacon is soft and or chewy.
Or let me know in the comments below which one of these was your favorite and which ones you want to try.
It is wild she didn't make any of these in a crock pot, because also like the meatballs, those things get cooked in crock pots all the time. It's just so fascinating to me.
But this was all so good, y'all. So good.
All right, we done? You done, Diva?
All right, friends, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you need some quick and easy ideas, make sure to open up my description box below so you can get all these recipes that I made.
Sure.
And also, check out these other 2 videos that I have right here for you, or that should be coming up. Okay, I'll catch y'all in the next one. God bless. Bye.
Bye, Mandy. It was nice to catch up with Mandy today. We probably are good for a while. We probably don't need to do it again for a while, but it was nice to catch up with her. It was nice to see what she was up to. I didn't know I was surrounded by flaccid... Y'all like flaccid bacon? Weirdos. Y'all like limp bacon? I don't... It's not for me and my family. Did she say squirt? Do you want me to do a search of the transcript just to make sure? Show transcript. Find squirt. She didn't say squirt. As an American, do I watch American football? No. Did I watch this? Yes. All right, Tamara Jane. I like Limpo Biscuit. Like the band? Like Fred Durst? Ooh, ah, 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 ah. No, that's not Limp Bizkit. I did it all for the nookie. Come on, the nookie. Come on, so you can take this cookie and stick it up your yeah. Stick it up your yeah. I got all kinds of things brewing up here. I got all kinds of things. The concept of being Zachary Marie. Alright, YouTubies. That's all I got today. What a struggle today has been. Don't ever let me forget the Adderall again. Alright, bye, YouTubies. Subscribe.